Hello my dear students, today we will have a revision on the curriculum. So this revision will include all the questions in المعاصر, okay? All the questions. So let's start. Okay, the first question is, the opposite diagram is a section in a periodic table. What is the property of the alloy which is formed by adding element M to aluminum? So element M here, it is in 3b, it is the starting of the first transition series. It is scandium 21. So scandium with aluminum makes MIG fighter as its hardness is very high. So smelting point is low. It is not correct. Okay. The alloy of scandium with aluminum, its durability is being maintained at high temperature. Maintaining its durability at high temperature is some character of titanium. It is not scandium. Okay, its hardness is high, so this is the correct answer. Okay, its hardness is high. This is the characteristic of the alloy composed of aluminum and scandium. Okay. The second question is, which of the following represents the properties of metal which is more convenient for the car chassis manufacture? So car chassis here is a property or the main usage or the main uses of the vanadium. Vanadium is used in car springs, engine, car hood, and car chassis. So in our curriculum, if you hear car in the economic importance, so it is vanadium. Okay, so what is the characteristic of the of this usage or this metal? Okay, its density, its durability, its corrosion resistance. Let's have an accordance with each other that corrosion resistance in the manufacture of car chassis is very high to be convenient. So low is not correct. So durability at high temperature, the chassis is exposed to high temperature, so it must has a high durability. So low durability is not correct. Low durability is not correct. So here the correct answer is C. Density, it must be has low density to be not a heavy load on the car. So okay, this is the correct answer. The correct answer is the properties of the metal which is more convenient for the car chassis manufacture. It has low density, high durability, and high corrosion resistance. Let's have the third question. Okay, what is the strongest element in terms of the rigidity? Rigidity here means titanium. Titanium is non-toxic, bind to the bones and used as in dental implantation. So rigidity here and non-toxicity is the only character of one element, which is titanium. So titanium here is the correct answer. So what is the strongest element in terms of rigidity? So it is titanium. Okay, let's have another question. This question is about the economic importance of elements of the first transition series. A transition metal which is good reflector of infrared rays. So we cannot determine about the good reflector of infrared rays which one of the elements of the first transition series it should be. So we have to complete. Resistant to corrosion, it may be chromium, maybe titanium, maybe nickel. Okay, in addition to non-toxicity. Non-toxicity here means it is titanium by name, as it binds efficiently to the bones. So binding efficiently to the bones, it means binds efficiently to the bones, or non-toxic or non-toxicity, it means titanium without hesitation. Okay, let's have another question. Which of the following represents the chromium metal? It does not react either with halogens or oxygen. So there is chromium 3 oxide. There is potassium dipermanganate, dichromate. So these are one of examples of the reaction between chromium and oxygen. Halogens is higher oxidizing agent. It can take electrons. It can take electrons from chromium, and chromium is a metal. So there is surely 100% there is a reaction between chromium and halogens and chromium and oxygen. So this is not correct. Okay, it is used in covering wear rims. We all know that chromium is used in metal plating and leather tanning. So it is one of the kinds of metal plating. So the correct answer here is that chromium is used in metal plating. One of its examples is covering wheel rims. So let's have some assurance about that. The choice C is its oxide, chromium 3 oxide, is colorless. The chromium positive 3 ions is green. Ions are green, so it is not correct. It is not used as a catalyst. We all know that most or all the transition elements used as the catalyst as the electrons of the 4s and the 3d forming bonds between the reactants and the catalyst. So it can weaken the bonds between the reactants themselves, so it decreases the activation energy. So in general, all the transition elements used as a catalyst, one of them is chromium, so it is not correct here also. Okay, let's have another example. Potassium dichromate decomposes by heat as shown in the following equation. So 4 potassium dichromate decomposes into 4 potassium chromate and 3 molecules of oxygen and 2 molecules of something. So the question is about this something. We can calculate. This is a balanced equation, so we can calculate. This is for about potassium. Here in the reactants, 4 times 2, it is 8 potassium. Here 8 potassium also. So potassium is not found here. Chromium 4 times 2 is 8. Here 4 times 1 is 4. So there is 4 chromium here. In the same manner, we can calculate the mass of oxygen. 4 oxygen multiplied by 7 oxygen in each molecule, it equals 28 oxygen atoms. 16 here, 4 times 4, it is 16 and 8. So 16 and 8 equals 24. Okay, 24 minus 3 times 6. Sorry. This is 4 times 4, 16, and 6 oxygen, it is 22. Here 28. The difference is 6 oxygen atom. So here 4 chromium, 6 oxygen. It is supposed that they are multiplied by 2, as 2 molecules of them are exist by the decomposition of chromate into dichromate into chromate. So by calculation, simple calculation, it is Cr2O3. Cr2O3, it is used as a dye. Okay, chromium 3 oxide, it has a green color, so it is used as a dye. Food preservation is not correct. Leather tanning, it is one of the usages of chromium, not chromium dioxide. Rubber is one of the usages of the zinc. Okay, so here chromium 3 oxide, its usage is in dyes. It is used in dyes. Okay, so the correct answer here is dyes. So let's have another question. Which of the following equations represent Fischer-Tropsch process? Fischer-Tropsch is one of the methods to prepare liquid fuel, liquid alkanes from water gas, which is carbon monoxide and hydrogen. So carbon monoxide and water is not correct. carbon monoxide and iron is not correct. So here carbon monoxide and hydrogen, carbon monoxide and hydrogen. But here carbon monoxide and hydrogen forms ethane, which is gas. Fischer-Tropsch method is about forming liquid fuel, liquid alkane fuel, not gaseous fuel. So the correct answer here is D, as it refers to the reaction between carbon monoxide and hydrogen in accordance with Fischer-Tropsch method to form alkane CnH2n plus 2 liquid. Okay, liquid, not gas. Okay, so this is the correct one. Let's have another example. What is the choice which include an element, a compound, and a mixture in no particular order? So we want element, compound, and mixture. Okay, chromium is an element, pure water is a compound, zinc is an element. There is no mixture, so it is not correct. Water gas is a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, so there is a mixture. Cobalt is an element, mixture an element. Ammonia is a compound, so this is the correct answer. We have to choose the choice which provide element, compound, and a mixture. Here the mixture is water gas, which is composed of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, cobalt element, and compound ammonia, NH3. So let's have another question. The opposite diagram is a section in the modern periodic table. Which of the following describes the element M? So here it is the representative elements starts from 3A. Before 3A here, group in the transition elements preceded by 2B, which is zinc, cadmium, and mercury. Here copper, silver, and gold in group 1B. Here group 8, iron, cobalt, and nickel. So this is nickel. So what is the question? It lies in 1B, wrong, as it lies in group 8. It is used in plating metals to protect them from reduction. Okay, it is one of its uses, but it is not the main uses. The main uses of plating is mainly chromium. Chromium is used as dye and used in plating metals and copper tanning. Here, if it is said that it protects the metal against the effect of acids, so it is nickel. So it is not just plating the metals. Here is another point. It is to protect metals. If it is used in plating metals, it protects them against oxidation, not reduction. It prevents the oxidation, which is a source of the corrosion reaction. So if some metal used to plating another metal, it protects the metal which is preserved from oxidation, not reduction. Okay, so it is not correct. It resembles graphite in appearance. Nickel has a shiny appearance. Graphite is black. It has no metallic cluster. Graphite is carbon, and carbon non-metal. It has no metallic cluster. There is no resemblance, or there is no likeness between, or there is no common appearance between the graphite and nickel. It is used in manufacture of alloy of heating coil. We all know that nickel chrome is used in heating coil. So it is this choice. Nickel is used in heating coil as an alloy with chromium. So nickel chrome is used in heating coils, and this is the correct answer. So among the properties of the copper metal, one of its compounds is used as fungicide. It is copper sulfate. It has high density. It is 8.78 gram per cubic centimeter. It is, yes, it is correct. Its melting point is relatively high. Its melting point 1083. It is high. Yes. It is a good heat conductor. Yes, it is good heat conductor. So what are the two properties which support using of copper in manufacturing cooking utensils? Manufacture cooking utensils should be good heat conductor to conduct heat to the food inside, and it should or it must has high melting point so as not to melt during the cooking. So these are the two properties which are convenient for manufacturing of cooking utensils by copper. So it is 3 and 4. So the correct answer here is C. Let's have another question. So what are the two substances which can be used as fungicide? The fungicide here in our curriculum is potassium permanganate, copper sulfate, and manganese sulfate. So here there is no copper sulfate, no manganese sulfate. Wrong. Copper sulfate, chromium 3 oxide, it is used in dyes, not as fungicide, so it is not correct. Manganese oxide, it is used as a catalyst in the composition reaction of hydrogen peroxide and used as a strong oxidizing agent in dry cell. It is not a fungicide. This is a fungicide antiseptic, potassium permanganate. Here the two compounds which are used as fungicide, it is copper sulfate and manganese sulfate. So copper sulfate and manganese sulfate is used as fungicide, so this is the correct answer. And at this point we finish our session. Thank you.